to have been abducted from his home over 9 months ago. This is the 4th child abduction in the past 12 months in the Los Angeles County area.
There's a demon. Preys on children.
Don't make a sound. If I can hear you or see you, then the monster will come and get you.
You look nervous.
What have I done? I'm so sorry I brought it here. Brought what?
The child's in the house. The child.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Traumatika, arriving in theaters on September 12th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Traumatika is one of the stars. I have a horror legend in Sean Whalen, who plays Steve. Sean, it is a pleasure to chat with you. You've been a part of many films of my upbringing, and it is a pleasure to speak with you today, sir.
Hi, man. Thanks for having me here, man. Much love.
Definitely. So, Traumatika, you're no stranger to horror.
No.
When this came across your plate, what was it about this project that kind of drew you to the character of Steve and what you wanted to bring to Steve?
Well, Max and Pierre shoots things in pieces and stuff, and I met Rebekah Kennedy on my movie Crust that I wrote, directed, produced, and she was such a strong force in there, way more than just the lead actress. She had, directing visions and producer visions. I said, all right, we got to do this. And we were so sick of doing, working really hard on parts, but then the filmmakers don't do their work to make the film. And so she formed a production company with her husband and me and my wife. They're our best couple friends. And we all started, working together. And during that time, I had seen Two Witches, and Pierre and Max are just so talented. And then they said, hey, we need this one scene, we really need this to happen. And they offered me the role. So the great thing is I didn't know all the craziness. I just knew what my job was to be the guy to go, my joke of the day has been like, if the beginning of Exorcist, the guy's like digging and some guy comes in and goes, no, let's just go get a cocktail. Let's go home. You leave that right there. And we're going to, that's me. So I went in downtown and I was in and out in 2 hours. They're so efficient, and so much so that later on, I just forgot that I was in the movie. I would say to Rebekah, I'd go, hey, Traumatika is coming. She goes, I said, it's so good for you. And she goes, it's good for you, me too. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, you're in it. Don't you remember? And I go, oh, that's right. Because usually when you get in and out on those the quality's so bad, like they don't take the care. But I had already seen Two Witches, and so I knew it was going to be good. And they weren't micromanaging. They just, you give them flavors, a little more worried, a little more angry, a little more frightened, and then, I get to do my I told you scene. And it was just so efficient and great. And that's how I got into it, because I was, I already had said when I met him, they're like, I heard you're doing a Two Witches too. I wonder if, maybe you ever thought of a warlock? How about Two Witches and a warlock? So, but they knew I wanted to work with them. So when they had this necessary part of the script coming up, they just threw me a bone. And, Rebekah's taste, you just tell by her acting in this movie, her taste is just pristine. She's a phenomenal actress, and she just doesn't take her projects lightly and the people she works with lightly. She tries to find, very high quality. So I knew I was in good hands. And not, like I said, I'd already seen their stuff, but I just couldn't believe how they shot it. I thought I'd walk into a full set, full crew, the whole thing, and it's literally just Max and Pierre. And,
Wow.
And people were like, "Oh, are you so bummed you didn't read the rest of the script or saw the rest?" I said, "My guy doesn't know any of that. My guy doesn't know any of that. My guy just knows to my business partner, no, dude, don't. This is not good. You must not do this." That's all my guy knows.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what's happening. So I didn't even know the craziness of how it would look or the vibe or anything. I saw a rough cut and I was like, oh my God, I was freaking out. And so, tonight is the premiere and I'm like, man, I'm so excited to, support the movie, but I don't want to see it on a big screen.
Oh my God.
I'm so scared.
I love that. I love that. As a fellow actor, the relationships we build with our set families, for those certain projects, and then it carries on through other projects. You love that. That's why I love this industry.
Yes.
Definitely. So shout out to Rebekah and your participation in Traumatica.
Yeah,
so
man.
You saw a rough cut. You haven't seen the full film yet. You'll see it tonight with the premiere.
Yes. It was so disturbing at that level. I can't imagine what it's like now. I'm so excited to see it.
I love that. All right. So have you at least seen the trailers?
Oh, yes.
What do you think of this marketing campaign? Like, it's insane. I love
Legendary. This is what Pierre and Max do really well. They don't, go, oh, let's get a bunch of horror legends and hang out and shoot a movie. Like, that's, people want to do shooting a movie like a summer camp. They just want to have their favorite, they actually care. They don't shoot anything till they know they can get something good and the way they want it. So it's not just a schedule and you get thrown in. They do it in pieces and they find the times and stuff like that. But they don't spend all the time on production. They spend it all on post, which again, that's where a movie lives or dies, is in your post. If you make a film, most people just love to get through production. And then they're like, now what? You know what I mean? They spend great time on editing and production, and they spend the right amount of time on marketing and how to market. And I just think this marketing campaign is beyond. I just think it's so well done. I'm jealous of it. I want it for my movie. So but luckily they love Rebekah, and we'll see. But yeah, I think it's just perfect. Someone said today, it reminded me of the old, Frankenstein and Dracula, where they go,
it's a throwback.
Yeah, if you come, just know we have a doctor on set, like we have a doctor in the theater just in case, And even Terrifier did the same thing. They're like, in Europe, people are throwing up. No, they're not.
Yeah.
But it's great marketing, it's really good. I think it's gonna be great. And I just, Rebekah's been busting her butt for a long time. And I think this will hopefully get her the recognition she deserves, because she's a really hardworking actress.
I love that. Completely agree. Shout out to the entire cast and crew, especially if anybody peeps into this. I love that because it really is going to be beneficial for the entire team, and you all will deserve the flowers that you get for putting in the work. I love that.
Yeah.
So
I just think these guys don't have a timeline. They make it. And that's what Rebekah and I and our spouses have adopted in ours. There's no timeline. There's a quality line. That's what we're not going to go below, is the quality. And that's what these guys do. They don't just put out something,
Agreed. So that goes hand in hand with my next question. You're a horror legend. You've been in the game. They were lucky to have you and you with them. So like, what are some of the notes maybe back and forth? Like you said, it was just them on set. Was there anything that
it was
they took from you and you took from them?
Sides? It was just look, there's this telling someone not to do that is you could say it because you're scared, you could say it because you're angry, so that's the tone. And they never micromanaged. They just said, the flavor of, let's try one a little more panicked, let's try one a little more angry or whatever. And then they would say, what do you want to do? And then I would just do some my way. And and we probably did 5-6 takes and the different angles, and then we'd move on, because as I get older, we always overthink. And so in my movie Crust, is people said, this is the best acting you've ever done. I go, because I had no time, man. I was directing. So I couldn't get in there and go, oh, I hope, I just go, oh, am I, this, I know what the scene's about. And I just kind of let it go, and I think that's the simplest thing is if you go in there and go, what can I do with this? There's nothing to do, dude. You're just telling your partner not to do something. That's it. And if you keep it simple, then that's the best, most realistic thing you can do. And that's what they let me do, which was so great. They didn't know I was going to get that emotional on my second part, but I felt the guilt and the shame of, did I do enough to stop it? I obviously didn't do enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were like, wow, we didn't know you were going to go there. And I thought, I won't do it again. And they go, no, we love it. Like, keep that going. So, it was great. Look, they know how to work with actors, and that just makes it a pleasure.
Definitely. I love that. That hits home as a fellow creative.
Sure, man.
Less is more, trusting in the process. All the work is you did that in the pre-pro. When you're in production, just let it live and just go with it.
Yeah.
So for you
prepare, then forget it, right?
Exactly. So for you, you've been in this, and like you said, you learned a little bit from them, and you liked the marketing campaign. And I was enjoy to see that you have Crust. You have these other projects that you're doing along with your wife and your production company. So like some of the lessons that you've learned and that you're taking with other projects now.
Yeah, I mean, for this, I just realized how important post and marketing is. Like it doesn't matter how good it is if no one sees it, right? But more than anything, Crust had a little bit of a janky release with Anchor Bay and stuff like that, and they're trying to do a fresh start kind of thing. And the great news is I have a movie that I'm proud of and people like. That's it. And that's the most important too. That's why Rebekah and I, when we work on we hammer the script, because in Swipe, we were able to get Hana May Lee, we got Elaine Hendricks, Ray, oh my God, I'm forgetting Ray's last name, from Ash versus Evil Dead. We have so many good people because of the script,
Love that. Yeah.
Because of the script. You've got to have that. So we make the quality of the film good, because at least if you have the good film, it's going to find its way someday. You know what I mean? Somehow it will be found if you just have the right people behind you,
I dig it. I can't wait to see Crust. When I was like looking, and I think MYSL or Missile is another project.
It's Missile Productions. Yeah, that's something my wife and I, when I was separated, and my girls would probably not be ready to know that I was dating someone yet, but my ex-wife and I both were. That was Love You So Much Backwards.
Oh, so that's awesome.
YL Productions, and we have a little Cupid, with a missile on there, but we call it Missile Productions. So
Missile, okay. I'm excited to see it and see what you're gonna do. But Traumatika, the people aren't ready for this. What do you want to tell people to close this out, Sean, about Steve, about Traumatika, what they need to be prepared for? Just all the things.
You haven't seen anything like this in a long time, and this is why independent film needs to be taken seriously and celebrated.
I love that. Sean, an honor and a pleasure to speak with you, sir.
So great to talk to you, Kai. Appreciate you, man.
Definitely. I got to have you back with your projects, man.
Please. Yes. Please. Thank you. Well, yeah, definitely. We'll have some announcements. Me and Rebekah have a lot of announcements in like 6 weeks. So
I can't wait. Well, congratulations on Traumatika. Everybody check out my man, Sean Whalen, the legend, in Traumatika when it drops on September 12th in theaters. I'm KUYA P. Nerds rule the world. All right. There's a cut. Thank you so much, Sean.
Due to the intense nature of Traumatika, we are not permitted to show the trailer.
He's here.
911, what's your emergency?
I found a tub full of blood.
Please.
Run, little boy.
Traumatika.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world.
Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like nerds rule the world. Like I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hello, Sean. It's a pleasure to chat with you.
Patrick, what's going on, man?
I am wonderful. Awesome. So I'm ready to rock and roll if you are, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna hit record and do it 3, 2, 1 because we're coming off of the trailer in my edit. All right. Oh, we're already recording. We're good. All right, let's go. In a 1, 2, 3.